What is up, guys? Welcome back to the awesome banana channel. Don't mind that. Recently, well, not very recently, but I made a video on how to animate. That was using Roblox's built-in animator. But today, say goodbye to that, because today I did indeed get Moon Animator. So now we're going to be using a Moon Animator tutorial. Oh my god, a Moon Animator tutorial. So let's get into it. Alright, so we have our little Moon Animator here, but you might be wondering, oh, Banana, how do I get started on my animations? It's going where? I made a Moon 2 file, but I can't animate anything. Yeah, there's a reason of that. It's because when you get Moon Animators, there's also two extensions. We're not going to be focusing on Easy Weld, we're going to be focusing on the character inserter. Now when you click on this, you will have your profile pop up, but I have two other avatars of some of my friends on here. You can also animate faces, I guess. You can change the face. Also, if for some reason you don't want to work with your character, then you can use any of these. Any of them. But yeah, currently I'm going to use my avatar. And now, you've seen me make fighting scenes before, but I guarantee you, and do not, never use original, because so many times I have made like such a good functioning animation on original, and then it will just randomly break. So I use R6. Also, that's easier. And to all those people who use R15, why? You can make perfectly fine animations with R6. Anyways, don't stop yapping. Now it will import your character into the workspace, or R6, or R15, or if you choose one of the other characters. But you can see in here, actually, there's a lot of stuff. There is lots of like items of my character that I have in here, like my little sword on the back. Yeah, that's there. Anyways, now that we have our character, if you guys, I haven't done much with the toolbox in the past. Where did it go? Okay, I don't usually, as I said, I don't usually use the toolbox for stuff. Well, yes, I do if I'm making like animations where there's like the backrooms or something, and I don't want to have to muddle out that whole thing. I also use a plugin called Brush Tool, which when I use this, and I usually use like trees. You'll see from my last animation that I did. Those are those trees that I had in my last animation that I showed you guys. So that's really helpful. It's free as well. So if you ever want to go and get it on the plugins, then yeah. Anyways, enough talking. Let's get into animating. So now that we're animating, I don't know why this is so big. I don't need it that big. Okay, whatever. Anyways, we have our Moon Animator. I like keeping it in the corner so you can actually see the animation. But we want to click on our character, whatever we're animating. This is going to look different for you because you have a different avatar probably. And you're going to make a new rig animation. Now, as you can see, we now have these squares that have shown up. With these squares, that's how you're going to move your character. So, like, I'm going to make a walking animation. And Moon Animator is really great because it fills in the keyframes for you. So I'm just going to go to 24 seconds and rotate my legs and arms. And after you're done with rotating those, then you're going to be like, oh, yo, it's going. There's only a rotate tool. What in the world do I do? Click R. Once you click R, it'll pop up the movement. So now I will move it forward. And you can also turn on loop if you want this to loop like this. I don't know why you'd want to do that. But, and then basically, we can just do that again. And we basically have a walking animation. I'm just going to make this quite simple, but yeah. Now, instead of making a full walking animation here, we're also going to just experiment a little bit. Most people make like walking animations to show people, but now we're going to make him do a jump, which is quite easy. And why am I making him do a jump? Because there's a whole nother thing that I want to show you guys. We'll just make him do a jump like that. And now that he's in the air, you can actually, if you click on a keyframe, then you get these like this style page. You can mess with all this stuff. For this, I like using elastic for jumps. So now it's gonna look different. Or it should have looked different. Amplitude 9. Did that actually change? Yeah, it did. Oh wow, it's gonna. I don't know if that looks any different to you guys, but it should. Also, I'm using a custom moon animator theme. If you were on the normal moon animator, then this keyframe would change to a different color. Anyways, now that we've done that, that's the first step to making an animation. But now, you might be wondering how I make so climactic movie anime scene experiences. And that's by animating the camera. Now, I was stuck on animating the camera for a long time because most tutorials don't actually go very deep in this. You need to add a camera, which will require you to convert it to a Moon 2 file. Now that you have this camera, you click on C frame and then move wherever you want in Roblox Studio. Go to keyframe, click add keyframe. Now you play your animation to wherever you want to change it. You pause it, go to wherever you want to go. Keyframe, add keyframe. So now our camera will be animated. Also, there is a lot of different things you can do, but if you ever want to know how to record it, like how I recorded this video right here, this one. You see how there's no moon animator? That actually, the quality on that looks horrible, but there's no moon animator thing in the corner at all. I'll make a video on that if you guys want to. Anyways, now that we are done with that, you also, after recording the animation, I added the sound effects. Those didn't play in game, so I can't show you that. But the one thing that I can show you that wasn't in that animation, now usually I'd use a background for this, but hope you guys don't mind seeing this. I'm going to put this over here. I did some animations with my friends, but I am going to go and search up VFX pack. You see, once you search this up, there's lots of good things. You can click on any of these, but I like using like any of them really. You'll see now over here. I hope the rig didn't get messed up. Oh, he's just standing over there. There's all of these like particle effects for all of them. So I am going to actually move all of this away from here so you don't see it in the animation. So give me 1 second. Okay, so while I'm doing the animation, we won't actually see them. But you can pick any of them that you like. Any of them work. They're all quite cool. I'm gonna use, I don't know, any of them work, as I said. Let's just use this one, because why not? We could have some particle effects for the animation of this. Why are these over here? I don't know. Are these all in the same thing? Oh. Explosion wouldn't be that. What is F? Why is that named F? I don't know why that's named F. But I do know that now we are actually gonna, I like moving these underneath the ground for my animations. And now that we have this positioned where we know that, hold on, I'm gonna have to play the animation to figure out where he jumps at. Okay, so right here, and this should just be under the ground. Yep. We need to add this, this thing. Oh, primary part set. Can I just do that? No. Oh. Well, that stinks. Now we have to go and find a different one. So now let's just look through these. I mean, that's a cool one right there. Animate. Oh no. They group these all up in the same thing and I hate it. Which one's the punch? Where's that? Ooh, wait, realistic explosion? No, that wouldn't be it. Shield break, shiny. Shoot, slash 01 slash impact. Yes, there it is. Now we're gonna take this and, oh my. You know, you can restore these if you want. I'm not using any of the rest of these. What in the world? Wasn't it slash impact? No, that's over there. I don't, why are these all grouped? Actually, can I just ungroup these? Like, ungroup. So I should be able to just move this one. Yes, that's a lot easier. So just ungroup them. Anyways, this is the effect that we're going to use when he jumps. So we are going to move this under the map, like so. And I hope, if this doesn't work, then I guess I probably won't be able to do this stuff with you guys. But please tell me. Yes. Yes, okay. So, now where in the world is he jumping at? We need to move this. So this needs to be moved. Actually, never mind. Delete that keyframe. Delete. At the start of the animation, where's it? Where's the thing? Here it is. At the start of the animation, this needs to be moved. And it's just going to teleport at the start of the animation. Now we need to go to the part. Let's just get this centered in like the area where he would. And then we need to go to the part directly before he jumps. This should be right there. Okay. So it's right there. Boom, that looks good. Looking good, looking good. I think we might need to... The positioning is what takes the longest, okay? This won't actually take that long. And then we need to... Wait, this is right before he jumps. Okay. So this needs to be right there. And then as soon as he jumps, like right here, this goes right here. And now, you won't see it before he jumps, but it pops up. So that's what I do for VFX, and yeah, I guess that's the tutorial, guys. Bye.